Hey guys, and welcome to today's video on page style 60. So that's what today's page style looks like, and as you can see, it's two pockets and they're placed next to each other and they close with a flap. And then inside the pockets you could keep some journaling cards, or you could also of course place some photos in there, but I actually like to keep it for journaling. Then we need to attach tape right next to the scoring lines, and I actually like to use 3/8 of an inch score tape for this. And after attaching our tape, we want to cut off the corners of the little flaps we created with scoring. So for this, I like to turn around my cardstock and then I get my small scissors and I just cut it an angle right next to the scoring lines. And just make sure that you don't accidentally cut into the scoring lines, but just next to them. Once you have cut off the corners, you can go ahead and actually fold up the little flaps we created. And for this, turn around your cardstock because you don't want to fold it up on the side where you scored it or where you placed the tape on. So we want to fold it on the back side. And then I also like to get my bone folder and burnish it down. And now for the next step, we want to attach both of our cardstock elements A onto our basic page. And for this, I grab a little bit of tape backing from one side, and I actually want to attach the bottom of the pockets first. So once I have removed the tape backing from one side, I hold up the sticky side and can just align my pocket on the non-sticky side right to the edge of the basic page. And then once I have it in place, I can remove the rest of the tape backing from the bottom of the pocket, and then I can go ahead and remove the tape backing from the sides of the pocket and just place the whole cardstock element A onto my basic page. Now that the first pocket, our cardstock element A, is attached to the basic page, we of course also want to attach our second pocket to the basic page. So just repeat the steps and just make sure that it's right next to the first pocket. So again, remove the tape backing from one side, align it right next to the other cardstock element A, and once you have it in place, you can remove the whole tab backing from the bottom of the pocket, and then also you can continue by removing the rest of the tape backing and just place the whole pocket onto your basic page. And what you could do now before you actually also attach your cardstock elements B onto the basic page is you could use one of your corner punches and just decorate the corners of these flaps a little bit. But this is definitely optional, so you could also leave them as they are and just attach them right onto the basic page. Now to attach my cardstock elements B onto the basic page, I like to remove the tape backing just from one side again, and then I hold up the sticky side and I try to find the right position so that it's aligned to the basic page. And once I have it in the right position, I can go ahead and remove the rest of the tape backing and just burnish it down. And now we can attach our magnets onto our flaps and pockets. And for this, I like to use self-adhesive magnets. And first I want to make sure where I want to place them. So I get my Tim Holtz ruler and then I just find the middle of each flap. And I also use a pencil to mark it down. And once I have marked it, I can then get my magnets and just remove the tape from one of the magnets, so the magnets are still attached to each other, and then I can just place it onto the flap. And you actually want to place it yeah, very close to the edge, but not all the way to the edge. And once you have attached it, you can close up the flap and the other magnet will stick to the pocket as well. And then we can attach our pattern paper A onto our cardstock element A. And when I attach my pattern paper onto my cardstock elements, I always prefer to use wet glue instead of tape, because by using wet glue, you are still able to move around your pattern paper until you find the right position and have an even border of cardstock around it. After attaching our pattern papers A and burnishing everything down, we can also attach our pattern paper B. But before we attach our pattern paper B, because we already used the corner punch on the cardstock elements, we of course also need to use the corner punch again to round the corners on the pattern papers B as well. And here you can see why we cut 4 of pattern papers B, because now we can also place them on top of the magnet on the inside of the flaps. So again, use your corner punch and make sure that you round the corners first, and then you can attach the next pair of pattern paper B onto the inside of the flaps. And now we can attach our pattern paper for the basic page onto our basic page. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. If you did so, please give it a thumbs up, and also I would love to get your feedback in the comments down below. So if you have any question, you could also leave it in the comments, and then see you in my next video. Bye!